let's start out and let's get into our Week 14 preview of the NFL. It's coming down to the wire. We're all creeping towards the end of the NFL season. Seeding is starting to take its front and center spotlight here as we get down to the final stretch of the season. So let's talk about some of the games that might be interesting to watch for Week 14. And we're starting with the Bears and the Packers. We got a 6.5 point spread here. The Bears going on the road to Green Bay for this game. The money line currently for the Chicago Bears is sitting at 260 plus 260. The Green Bay Packers minus 320. Over under set at 44.5, Scotty, in this one. Chicago, obviously a team that's like, you're looking up at the standings and like, where the hell? I don't see them on there, because you're not used to looking towards the top of the standings. You're used to looking like the middle or the bottom. You're like, I don't see the Bears here. Where are they? Yep, they're at the top, which is kind of crazy to think on December, the first week of December, that the Bears are right up there with the best teams in the NFL. But here we are. Meanwhile, the Packers, everyone feels like the Packers are a good team. Everyone thinks that they're a good team, but somehow we still have some reservations. But then they've been playing really good football recently. Jordan Love has been playing some decent football. So, Scotty, what are your thoughts on this Green Bay Chicago rivalry here?
Obviously, we know who owns this rivalry. Not very competitive in the last 20 years at least. 15 years. I don't know what to think about this game. I didn't see. I wish I could have watched more of the Friday game with the Bears last week to know, was it the Bears or was it the Eagles in that game? Because I didn't get to see any of that game. Okay. Because the Bears, the Bears have won 9 of their last 10 games. So there's something to be said for that. Now you're a 6.5 point dog on the road against a Packers team that is good, but I don't know that they're great or have played great. Like, they're very hit and miss at times from weeks, and they've had some ugly games for sure. Lost to Cleveland, a kind of bad tie at the time, especially at the time without Dallas was playing to Dallas. Like, if anything, kind of like the over in this game, unless the weather's bad. I don't know what it's going to be like in Green Bay. 44.5 seems low to me.
We have a lot of weird weather situations in the Northeast. I don't know if it's impacting the Midwest as well. Like, I don't know what it's looking like. Rec, what's the weather? Look it up. What's the weather for this game in Green Bay for Sunday? Because I know the East is going to be kind of in a weird spot once you're getting into kind of like the, some of these cold weather games. So,
I just looked.
16 degrees, but sunny.
16 degrees. Yeah, like partly cloudy. So not really going to be snow, but 16 degrees.
Oof.
Which, obviously, the Bear is Chicago. You play cold games in Chicago, but I don't know how many cold games Caleb Williams has played like that. And now I don't think I like the over that much. I don't know what to think about this one. 6.5 feels high, which means the Packers is probably the right side.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Like, Green Bay, that home field advantage, obviously, you mentioned Caleb Williams in a cold weather environment like that. Has he done it before? I don't think he's necessarily.
Not anything like that. He's maybe played in it before, but probably not played well.
My initial lean was, I feel like the Packers are the side here. Packers minus 6.5 as like, just under 7-point favorite. You're getting, you just got to win by a touchdown. And then I look at the spread and the money coming in. 83% of the public, 79% of the money, all on the Bears. Thinking, obviously this is a side where the Bears are getting a lot of public, attention. They're winning games. People don't know how they're doing it, but they somehow, some way find ways to win games. And I think they're just a little inflated here for some reason. Like my initial thought of Green Bay was there, and I saw that, and I was like, maybe I feel stronger about Green Bay than I typically do. So if I did have a lean here, I think I would probably end up going Green Bay -6.5 as a potential. They got that home field. They played in this weather before. It's nothing new to them. They're well coached. Jordan Love has been playing some decent football. And I think that the Green Bay defense will be solid in this one. But to your point, both defenses has been interesting. Kind of up and down here there throughout the season. But I think Packers defense will show up in this one.
Canada. I heard if Bears lose, they go from 1st seed to 7th.
That
seed?
is a true statement. That's the state of the NFC currently. Take that as you will.
How we doing, Storchio? Good to have you.
I mean, they'd be tied with the Niners at 9-4 at that juncture for the 7th seed. Because you have the NFC South, it's hot garbage, but NFC, the NFC is definitely better than the AFC this year, which I did not think was going to occur at all.
Why do I feel like this game is going to be like a 27-20 game? It's just going to line up right there at that 7-point juncture. Packers on the top here. I don't know. That's my gut feeling about this game. But again, you just never know with the Bears.
Could tease it down too.
Tease it down. That's true.
Down to Packers
just to win the game,
half.
which I kind of like that too. Let's put that as a potential option. I'll keep tabs of these. So Packers teaser to 2.5. So what? No, to a half.
Yeah.
0.5. Okay, so that's an option.
Captain Urban. AFC is taking the year off. Why is the AFC taking the year off? What's going on?
I don't know.
I have actually a couple teaser candidates that I absolutely love this week to pair them with that we're probably not going to talk about. Jacksonville. I love Jacksonville as a teaser. I think Jacksonville's going to be a team that I feel good about. Denver is a teaser. The Rams is a teaser. There's a couple. Those are three that I'm like really. I feel like if we can pair up the Packers with one of those, I wouldn't hate it. But I digress. So let's go ahead. Let's get to the next one. We have Packers as a teaser option in our back pocket. Let's get to the next one here. We got Bengals and the Bills. What makes this one kind of unique is
Yeah, I almost didn't put this one on, but I was like, this is an interesting game.
It's very intriguing because the Bengals were left for dead, right? The Bengals were just on the side of the road, left for dead, and we're just like, there's no way they're gonna bring back Burrow. There's no way they're gonna. If they do, he's gonna look good. Like, what are we gonna actually get? And then Burrow goes out there and goes crazy, and then just absolutely just changes everyone's mindset about him coming back and what they were able to accomplish. Then you got the Bills, who have been like, what have we been getting with the Bills? Kind of like subpar football at times. So you get a team that all of a sudden feels like they have a little bit of life going into Buffalo for this one. This one, I think weather will be an impact as well. So that'll be a factor in this one. But we have Cincinnati on the road in Buffalo. This game is a 5.5-point spread as we sit right now. Buffalo 5.5-point favorites for this game. Buffalo -280, Cincinnati +230. Over under set at 53.5, which is very high. What's the weather in Buffalo this weekend?
Probably cold.
I'm looking at it now. It's going to be 29 degrees with a 49% chance of snow.
Which I look at that over-under total at 53.5.
With the snow, that makes it interesting.
I'm like, whoa.
I mean, it makes you lean the under.
Now these teams a couple of years ago played in the snow,
and I think
in Buffalo.
That's
in
the
the
playoff
playoffs.
game, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And Buffalo got their shit handed to them badly by Cincy. I forget what the final score of that game was, but it was not close. Let me look.
Captain Urban says it's the same season all over again for the Bengals. We'll win out, be 9-8, and still miss the playoffs, just like last year.
Sounds like a very Steelers season.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're letting Joe play, to be honest. Like 9-8 is not going to make the playoffs. It's just not.
I mean, it might with how trash this division is.
No.
There's a chance.
Oh, I forget that they're in. I'm like, no, because I keep thinking wild card. There's no way. But in the division, I guess there's a shot with how trash the division is.
They do play the Ravens one more time. And let me pull up the Bengals schedule. And again, like one of the two teams in the division lead is going to lose this week.
I mean, yeah. The Cincinnati Bengals are plus 850 to win the North.
That also means one of the two is going to win, right?
So here's the final schedule for the Bengals. Because you got Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns. All very winnable games. This is the hardest game on their schedule.
That'd be fascinating if they make the playoffs.
I mean,
at 9-8.
Captain, if we sweep the Ravens, there's a chance at the division, but we got to beat the Bills first. I mean,
yeah. Pretty much, if you lose to the Bills, pack it in.
To make the playoffs, currently the odds for the Cincinnati Bengals plus 820.
It's just like Mike McDaniel said: to win the game, you have to win the game.
It's true. I mean, he's not wrong. True. So yeah. So this is a fascinating game. That I mean, the Bills lose this game. All of a sudden, you're looking at the Bills, and you're just like, whoa. Like the Bills,
I mean, they're definitely not going to win their division with a loss. They're still not looking good to win their division as is.
Yeah,
but then you start creeping into like they're 8-4 to 11-2, so they'd be 3 games back if they lost this game. Yeah. And then at 8-5, I think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, but
they should.
At 8-4, they're the 7th seed right now.
Yeah. 8. And they got Houston right behind. You got 2 6-6 teams, Pittsburgh and Kansas City. We know Kansas City.
They lose this, and then they play the Patriots on the road the following week.
The Patriots,
all of a sudden, then you're 8-6. You go 8-5, and then 8-6. Now you do have Browns, Eagles, Jets to finish it out, so you should get to at least 10-7 with that. But 10-7 is no guarantee in the AFC.
Yeah,
this is a wild card spot, and they don't get to play in the AFC North, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If I'm taking a side here,
I still think the Bills are going to make the playoffs, but
yeah. If I'm
what side do you like, Chris?
If I'm taking anything in this game, I have a strong lean. I had a feel like a feel of the under at 52.5. Then it went up to 53.5, and I'm like, it's climbing. The more and more it goes up, the more and more I like the under. Now, the defense for the Cincinnati Bengals worries me because I think the Buffalo Bills will be able to put up a ton of points. And then with Burrow back, I think that's why this number keeps growing. So I still think that there's a little bit too much juice on people liking the over in this one, and I kind of feel like the under.
What's the bet? Do you have the bet percentage on the over under?
Yeah. Let me see. It is actually that's weird. I mean, here I don't know. This number feels off. Public 58% on the under. Money 57%. It's basically 50-50. 60-40.
But when I made these graphics earlier today, at least through ESPN, it was 52.5, and now it's climbed to 53.5, even though most of the money and bets are on the other side. I don't like it, Chris. I don't like it one bit.
Maybe we stay away from it. It's kind of
It's a trap.
It might be.
It's a trap.
Might be a fishy game here. Buy James Cook if you do weekly fantasy. Bengals run defense is awful. Yeah, James Cook might go crazy in this game. That's pretty fair.
My son's thrilled. Guess who he got off waivers this week?
T. Higgins.
You'll never. Yeah, did I talk about that on Sunday?
Yes.
He got T.
That's a big pick.
I can't remember a lot. I had a few drinks on Sunday.
I wonder why.
Bills minus 5.5. With the spread at 5.5. 68% of the public, 70% of the money, all on Cincinnati. For this game. So some betting trends for that.
It's gonna be a fun game to watch. Bengals to stay alive, and the Bills. It's not a must-win for Bills, but like, kind of need it. Kind of need it a little bit.
I mean, can you think
they're
like
not playing great football right now? They're not at all. This is the worst Bills team we've seen in years, in my opinion.
I mean, this normally is a game that's one of the marquee matchups. Which I mean, this is a good matchup, I think, at this point for different reasons, though. We're typically used to seeing these two teams battling at the top at some level, where it's like you have juggernauts and going crazy, and in the AFC. Here, it's just like,
I mean, there's been
it's
there's
different.
been 4 consistent juggernauts in the AFC, if you will, right? 4 powerhouses:
Ravens,
that, like,
Bills,
you
Bengals,
expect at the
Chiefs.
top.
Yeah.
And clearly, this season has not gone that way.
So it's just a different scope of this game. That it's like it's still interesting because both of them are trying to battle for the playoffs, but it's just a whole different twist to it this year. All right.
Yeah. And of course, these are the two teams that played where someone almost died on the field. So,
did someone die? I mean,
has anyone seen DeMar Hamlin lately? I don't know.
We haven't heard his name recently. Is he still a thing? Is it really him? Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not him.
That motherfucker is not real.
It's not. He is not.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
When's the last time we saw DeMar on TV? I don't know.
Where's Chairman at when we need him? We play that music. He should just instantly have, even if he's not watching, he should have it on the background. And if he hears that music, he's like, "What are we talking about?" And now we're talking about his Lions. So
yeah.
Hi, Chairman.
Hey. So there you go. Let's get to the next game, though. We have Detroit hosting the Dallas Cowboys. This is Thursday night football, which, we'll be super excited to check out. I feel like this is going to be a pretty solid game. Detroit 3-point favorites at home hosting Dallas. Detroit on the money line minus 164. Dallas on the money line plus 138. Over under at a really good size here, 54.5 in Detroit. And they're saying this. I mean, if we get to that, I feel like this is going to be one of the better Thursday night football games that we've seen this season. So, Scotty, do the Detroit Lions get back on track and look like themselves against the Dallas team that I feel like is starting to become one of the better teams in the NFC?
I think Dallas is playing, certainly, as someone that's watched Dallas a lot of the season, they're playing the best football they've played all year the last few weeks. Obviously, they made some additions on the defense. They've not only with personnel, but just how they play on defense. They're figuring out a little bit with Eberflus is actually drawing up some things, and it's working somewhat. The offense is Dak's playing fantastic. The run game's good. Offensive line's solid. You have 2 elite wide receivers on the outside. Like, they're a tough offense to contain. And the Lions just feel a little off, right? Like, This isn't the same Lions that we've seen before. I think we all thought like, hey, they'll eventually turn it on. Right now, they only have a 43. Like, this is NFL.com. There's probably better sites out there to project this, but right now they have the Lions as a 43% chance to make the playoffs, Chris.
Yeah, because they're currently not in the playoff picture.
I mean, right now, yeah, it's not looking good for their chances. It's kind of stacked against them here, and they have some work to do.
Yeah, they're on the outside looking in right now, and they got definitely work to do. So this is a massive game for both teams. Cowboys lose here, you can say say goodnight to their playoff chances, which are not even that high right now. But they're playing really good football. Chairman, this is a must-win for both teams. I think Dallas is playing better right now. That doesn't mean Detroit can't figure something out and turn it on, but I think Dallas is playing better than Detroit right now.
Well, also too,
that's just my team lost to Dallas, so I'm mad. But
well, yeah, and I think too the Cowboys are coming off a big win on Thanksgiving, so
big two wins.
Big two wins. And then
Eagles, Chiefs.
That's true. Going against a team without potentially, it sounds like Amon-Ra St. Brown, their number one option offensively.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play.
It doesn't sound good. Trayvon Diggs potentially returning for Dallas. I don't know if that's going to be happening, but like you're kind of have two teams going opposite directions when it comes to some of the injury front. I just think that, the side here feels like Dallas. Even if Dallas is behind in this game, I feel like they have enough offensively between Pickens and CD to really get back into this game. They have that dynamic offense. If I had a lean in this one, it would probably be on the Dallas side. And since Quinton Williams' arrival, by the way, the Cowboys have allowed the fewest yards in the NFL to running backs. So, I mean, since that trade, that's been a hell of a trade.
I think it's been 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks, but still, it's
and one of them was against the Chiefs, so
I guess that doesn't count.
You knew that. Their best running back might be their quarterback. I don't know. Chairman, the only reason we're giving 3 here, we as Detroit for everybody, is we're at home. Dallas has gotten better all year. The Lions are going the wrong direction. Take Dallas in the points. That was painful to say. So our boy Chairman, the Lions fan.
I mean,
now usually, a lot of times he likes to hedge on the side of like, if I just pick against Detroit, it won't hurt as much if that's what happens, So maybe there's some of that in there, but he is picking against his boys with Dallas here.
From what he said earlier before popped in, I figure you should bet the house on the Lions.
I have a problem betting on a team in Dallas that beat what most people perceive to be a juggernaut in the Chiefs, at least in the last, obviously in the last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever. The most watched regular season game ever. So I feel like people watch on Thanksgiving, the Lions lose and the Cowboys win. And now the Cowboys get points against the Lions.
The optics of
the narrative there is too obvious. Almost.
Which is why 80% of the public and 87% of the money is on Cowboys +3.
Yeah. Which is why I'm not going to touch it.
Which, by the way, you know what's weird? I do think that the 54 is high. I almost think this is going to be a crazy scoring game. I almost lean over on the 54.5. Weirdly enough, by the way, the numbers on that, it's basically 50-50 on the public, over under, and then the money, 66% of the money is on the over. So that means the sharps are trying to push this to the over, still at 54.5. So,
although no Amon-Ra, and Chairman even says, by the way, saying I would be shocked if he plays. Yeah, I don't think Amon-Ra is playing. We both agree.
Yeah.
All of us agree.
Yeah.
He's not playing tomorrow. And that's a big loss. It's a big loss for that. I mean, Jared Goff is a good quarterback when everything around him is good. When things start to break down around him, he can turn into not such a good quarterback. And now, obviously, they've lost coordinators and all of that have changed the outlook. Now they're trailing their old friend Ben Johnson, which must hurt a little bit. Ben Johnson's not wearing his shirt in the locker room and doing all these crazy things in Chicago. But this is a great Thursday night game. I can't wait to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, this will be one of the more exciting ones that I'm looking forward to. Travis
Chairman said, "Oops, I meant I'd be shocked if he doesn't play."
I mean, I'm looking around and I haven't seen.
He hasn't practiced, I believe, right? And keep in mind, everyone's like, "Well, it's a short week." Not for these teams.
Nope.
No, this is a little different.
They both played a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah, Monroe still listed as questionable. I mean, from all indications that I've seen, I mean, I haven't benched on one of my fantasy teams because it says he's on the wrong end of playing. He's on the wrong end of questionable.
I have no doubt he's a dude that will do whatever it takes to play and get out there. But he hasn't played at all, and like usually ankles, like I know it's an important game for them, but also as a guy that's had a lot of ankle injuries in his life, you rush back, you're gonna hurt it again. You're gonna hurt it again.
Yeah.
So I would advise against him playing, but I'm also not a doctor.
And if he doesn't play, you might want to take Jameson Williams on some of his props. Jameson Williams, I think, was at 82.5 total receiving yards at plus 100. I feel like with the score, the over-under total being at 54.5, and I'm leaning the over. I mean, I feel like Jameson Williams has to get a big chunk of those yards. So just maybe some sprinkles there. But maybe we can come back to this game. We'll see. Over seems like probably the most comfortable play here if I was leaning one way.
But rumor is they may line up Gibbs at wide receiver. Just a rumor. We'll see. I don't love that. I don't know why. Why would you take an elite running back and put him somewhere else? I wouldn't do that, but maybe it'll work.
Knowing Dan Campbell, he's going to put like Penei Sewell at wide receiver.
just throw a bunch of random dudes at wide receiver and see what.
Now that it's a Cowboys-Lions game, just make sure you pronounce yourself as an eligible receiver.
Oh, you need to who was chairman? Sorry to bring up old memories, but who is the guy who was the tackler eligible that got screwed over?
Taylor Decker, wasn't it?
Decker. Yeah, put Taylor Decker at wide receiver.
Chairman Decker reported. Yeah, he might have. I don't know. He might have. I don't know.
Video did show that he did.
Well, then I'm confused on why they call it. I don't know. Maybe
because refs are dumb. We've already established this.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So there you go. Detroit. Yeah, this is gonna be a hell of a game. Make sure you check in. By the way, if you're not in our Discord, make sure you join our Discord so we can chat about this game tomorrow. !Discord in the chat is how you get in. So make sure you go do that right now if you haven't already. Also hit that follow button if you're new to the channel. Love to have you join our ActionLab community. Let's get to the next game. Texans and Chiefs. One of the better games that is coming up this weekend, and it'll be on Sunday Night Football while we are live for this game. So the Houston Texans going into Kansas City, 3.5-point underdogs on the road, plus 152 on the money line for the Texans, minus 180 for the Chiefs, over under set at 41.5. So there's a lot of different angles to this game, right? Because the must win out for the Chiefs, no margin for error, move the rest of the season. Houston Texans bring in their vaunted defense, arguably the best defense in the NFL. I think they are coming in to play Kansas City. But you also have a Kansas City team at home and in Arrowhead in 20-degree weather probably this weekend, where CJ Stroud, warm weather player, warm. He loves. It's going to be a little bit less comfortable for him on the road offensively for the Houston Texans. Scotty, what do you think happens in this game?
I'm conflicted, man. It is a must win. Definitely for the Chiefs, probably for both teams. Loser of this one probably doesn't make the playoffs. So it's a massive game for both teams. Sunday Night Football. You talked about the weather. It's going to be 23 degrees, which Mahomes traditionally is great in cold weather. CJ Stroud probably doesn't have a ton of experience there. I have a couple of reasons to stay away from the Chiefs or even bet. Like if I took a side, I would take the Texans in this one. Starting with the Chiefs are likely to be without 3 of their starting 5 offensive linemen in a game against what you said is the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
Not great.
Simmons, Taylor,
Both
and
tackles. Trey Smith, Juwan Taylor, and Josh Simmons. So both their tackles and their guard. And that's
massive.
Arguably, that's 3 of their that's certainly 3 of their top 4 linemen. Trey Smith's an elite guard. Josh Simmons had an incredible year as a left tackle, as a rookie left tackle. And Juwan Taylor, for all the flack he's got, this year has actually played pretty well and not got called for a ton of penalties. So Juwan Taylor's the only one of those 3 that has even a chance to play, I believe. But I don't think he will. And I don't know if you saw the fourth quarter of the Cowboys Chiefs game. You probably did because everyone did.
Yep.
Because 57 million people did.
Yep.
I mean, that was hero mode from Mahomes. The blocking was atrocious after our tackles left that game. And now we play the best defense in football. Don't love that at all. And I think I literally think if the Chiefs win this game, they'll make the playoffs. If they don't win this game, obviously, I don't think they'll make the playoffs. This is massive for them. I think they win out if they win this game. I think this is the hardest game left on their season. No offense to your Broncos, but
no, none taken.
Similar team to the Broncos, right? The Texans.
Yeah, they're cookie cutter, almost exact. If you were to take 2 teams, offense that struggles at times, and then a really good defense that gets after the quarterback. Yeah, very similar.
I also do like the Chiefs this week because in a press conference, Andy Reid said something about on every play we're gonna try and tickle their tonsils. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate him saying it. So
I don't know what that means. That's
nobody does.
I have an idea of what it means.
It is succulent.
What does it mean? What does it mean, Rack? What does it mean?
I'll leave it up to interpretation. I've got my own idea.
Yeah.
I honestly 3.5 at 3.5. I would take the Texans. This feels like a low scoring close game, even if the Chiefs do pull it out. I would not bet on the Chiefs, and I would bet the Texans at 3.5. Now the Chiefs have been, I think they've lost 1 game at home of their 6 losses, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're 5-1 at home.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean,
but I mean, the Texans offensively are bad, which they're not going to be able to take advantage of other issues I have with the Chiefs. The biggest stat I saw this week, which is fascinating with the Chiefs, which almost doesn't make any sense at all. The Chiefs blitz. When the Chiefs blitz, in the last 3 years prior to this year, 2022 through 2024, yards per play when they blitzed, best in football. Success rate, 3rd best in football. Pressure rate, 2nd best in football. That was the last 3 seasons. This year, when they blitz, their yards per play went from 1st to 31st.
Oof.
Their success rate is 26th, and their pressure rate is 28th. I don't know if everyone's just figured out Spags' blitzes or what's going on, but we are so bad on third down defense. I've never seen a team in the NFL this bad on third down defense. Forget like a bad team even. We're atrocious on third down, and if we can't get off the field on third down, we're done. So I don't know, Chris. I don't know.
And initially, so on Sunday, this was 4.5. I was like, take the 4.5. I feel like 4.5 is a great number. Dropped to 3.5 instantly. And even at 3.5, I'm kind of like, I mean, we're not going to take a side on this. I don't think this is going to be one of our best bets of the week, at least on either the -3.5 one way or another. I mean, all the money's coming in on Houston, all of it. 68% of the public, 80% of the money, all on Houston. Where I would, I think this is going to be a low scoring game. I think if we want to use it, I got 42.5 under. I think the Chiefs are going to struggle against this defense and getting the ball down the field and moving it. I think the Texans, I don't think the Texans are going to move the ball as much, at least in the cold weather. CJ Stroud, I just don't believe that he has the ability to move the ball, and it's going to be absolutely cold for this game. So in that respect, I will get us the under 42.5 if we want to use that as an under bet for this one. But yeah, I think it's too scary. I want to enjoy this one without taking a side. So
I don't think I'm going to enjoy this one at all.
and we're gonna enjoy it live on ActionLab.
Live here on Sunday night.
Miserable. And the only time I'll enjoy it is if the Chiefs have more points with zeros on the clock. That's the only time I'll enjoy it. Is that a way to enjoy football? Do you only enjoy it after the game? If
also, here's some breaking news.
Yeah.
So they went to detail on Justin Herbert's surgery. He had a plate and multiple screws inserted into his left hand to stabilize his fracture.
We should bet the Eagles right now.
On his non-throwing hand, correct?
It's his non-throwing hand, but still, the dude had surgery 2 days ago, and he's supposed to play on Sunday. That's
Monday.
You're right. It is Monday night.
It's an extra day and a half of rest.
That's wild to me.
Kind of crazy, man.
Or maybe what's the over/under? Because we know the Eagles can't offense, so that
might be a good game. That game's one of our previews. So we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one next. So I between this, I think it's gonna be a fantastic game in general. It's gonna be a stressful one for you, Scotty, but there's a lot of these games there's just so many different dynamics. As at this point in the season, week 14, that means so much. Even if these teams aren't like, it's going to be a fun one, I think. So
even if these teams aren't what, Chris? Aren't what?
Aren't great.
They're not great.
Who's great?
No, but, well, I mean,
you were going to say even if they aren't, at the top of the
standings. That's true. Is that
if they aren't exactly good teams.
It's kind of this falls into the same category as the Bengals and Bills that we talked about, where it's like these two teams.
If the Chiefs make the playoffs and win their last 5 games, they'll be favored in every playoff game they play. Again, well, prior to the Super Bowl in the AFC.
I mean, I think there's
true or false.
Well, you might be true, but I mean that would be they need to win all these games, and without offensive linemen and without a pass rush that can get to the quarterback. If you're looking at the Chiefs in a vacuum, without just this season, and you didn't know what they did before this season, and you just saw this team as is for the first time ever, and you saw what they were like, with again offensive line issues, not being able to get pressure. All those things, you look at them differently without the aura of everything else that they've done before this season, right? I mean, in a vacuum, this season at all, like you would not
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So
also update Scotty. Like Josh Simmons is out for at least 4 games.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Storage tonight's going to be a late night.
I'm hoping the other 2 are either back. Well, one may be back this week, or if not, they'll both be back after this week. Although, what do we have after this week? Like,
you have the
the
Chargers
Chiefs
next week. It's Texans, Chargers, Titans, Broncos, and then last week
another
is
important game. But we get now that makes me want Herbert to play even more on Monday night. To be honest,
to get it once it'd be worse.
Short week.
With a fractured hand.
Go ahead and play with your more than a fracture. It's not a fracture if they're putting screws in it. It's like fully
something happened there.
Broken.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next one here. Colts and Jaguars are on the docket here for this next game. Now, Jacksonville Jaguars plus 1.5. This is I mentioned this earlier. I teased it as one of my teaser candidates. I really like Jacksonville as a teaser candidate here. I don't know why, but I just feel like this is a good opportunity to take Jacksonville. Anyways, Jacksonville, 1.5 point underdogs at home against the Colts in this game. Plus 108 on the money line, minus 126 for the Colts, and then over under 47.5. And I mean, I feel like there's these years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Colts always struggle against Jacksonville at least one time a year. I think even going back to like some of those good Colts teams and the really bad Jags teams, they somehow found ways to like make those games closer than they ever should be. And this game feels like one of those games where I just think that like Jacksonville is going to hang around. Colts key injuries on both sides of the ball. Daniel Jones playing hurt. Sauce Gardner sidelined. I mean, Indy's failed to gain 300 yards in back-to-back games after entering the Week 11 bye as a top offensive football. Jaguars just closed the brutal stretch of their 4 road games in 5 weeks, going 4-1. Like, I feel like we're kind of maybe overlooking Jacksonville in this game a little bit more. Like, we kind of see Trevor Lawrence as kind of this up and down thing. And I don't know. I just think, I mean, this seems like a spot that I feel if I'm going to take anything, I'll probably end up liking teasing Jacksonville up. But with Indy's injury concerns, I just think that this game should be. I just think it's going to be a closer game than people expect.
Yeah. Listen. I'm not sure if Jacksonville's good. But they're 8-4 and they've won some games, which is nice. I mean, they're plus 39 in point differential at 8-4. Not crazy impressive, but they have won, as you talked about. 2 of the last 3 weeks, they've blown out the Chargers and Titans. With a squeaked out win against the Cardinals in between there. They're probably building confidence right now. And the Colts are reeling 2 straight losses. Obviously a heartbreaker last week to Houston, and now the week before even in overtime to the Chiefs. So Colts seem to be reeling. I selfishly probably have to cheer for the Jaguars because we own the tiebreaker over the Colts for a wild card, not the Jaguars. So as a Chiefs fan, I have to cheer for the Jaguars, which I don't really care. I don't like or dislike either of these teams. They're pretty neutral for me, as is the AFC South, right? Kind of whatever. They exist.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hate teasing up the Jags. I don't hate that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at some of their past matchups here. I mean, October 10th, 2024, Jacksonville wins 37-34. October 15th, 2023, Jacksonville 37, Indianapolis 20. Like, I mean, I'm going back to I think these games just are these divisional games late in the season just tend to be a little bit closer. So
I think Jacksonville's the side. I think Jacksonville wins this game.
I mean, you could sprinkle on the money line, Jacksonville. I think that could be even in the realm of possibility at plus. I mean, you're getting plus 110, give or take, on. And it's actually dropped to plus 108. I think a lot of interesting money is coming in here. The public is coming in 55% on the Colts, 58% of the money on the Colts. Jaguars money line feels great, actually. It's sweaty.
Where's the money coming in?
It's
the money coming in
for the money line. All the Colts, especially the money line. 70% of the Colts. Oh. Yeah, public 67% of the money on the money line.
That surprises me.
I think
that surprises me because the Colts aren't. I mean, in the Colts, I think they got a raw end of some bad officiating last week against Houston, which didn't help them. But they're still reeling, and they don't look like the same team prior to their bye week a few weeks back. So,
also another problem: Daniel Jones still has a fractured or broken fibula that he's playing through.
Yeah,
that didn't heal in a week.
Nope. But yeah, no, you have the so he's not going to be running very often because his leg isn't good. So you can get away with playing like man coverage and like daring Daniel Jones to run the ball because he's not going to.
He actually he had a run for first down against the Chiefs in that game, and this was before the report about the fractured fibula. Where they were like, the announcers were like, look at him just kind of, I mean, it was an easy first down, but he was moving so slowly. And then he like got the first, it was like 3rd and 3. He ran for 4 yards, slower than you've ever seen someone. And he just ran out of bounds. Like normal Daniel Jones probably could have picked up at least 10 yards there.
So, yeah, something's wrong with, something's wrong there. So that's, I think that ends up being the other end of our parlay with or the teaser.
Would you do Jacksonville money line as the best bet? Get the get them value.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a best bet.
Our bets only get record. They don't show value. So
yeah, if we were
do that,
and maybe we incorporate value next year. Maybe we do that. Maybe we just like see how we end up getting adding up our overall value at the end of the season when it comes to our winnings. So anyways, everyone, chat, go Jags this weekend. Take profit every time. 1996 Jacksonville versus Broncos. Don't remind me, Storchio. Don't remind me, Storchio.
One of my favorite games.
Yeah, local hero.
That and the Baltimore game are my 2 favorite Bronco playoff games probably ever.
Of course they are. Of course they are. Let's get into, we talked a little bit about Justin Herbert. Let's talk about this Eagles-Chargers game. So the Eagles coming in to LA and playing the Chargers here in this one. Eagles 2.5-point favorites on the road. I think we had it. You can probably get 3. We have it at 3 on our graphic. I'm seeing some 2.5.
I'd rather have it at 2.5 and take the Eagles.
Which, yeah, that's where it's leading right now. For
do you really trust the Eagles even with Herbert's injury?
I mean, the the Chargers.
Yes, the Chargers, if Herbert doesn't play, are going to get annihilated, and I think the Eagles. I mean, this is an important game for the Eagles. I'm conflicted because I want the Cowboys to make the playoffs too. So.
Why Chargers have Chargers in your division?
I know, but I want both. I want both the Eagle, or I want the Cowboys and Chiefs to make it, and the Chargers have a very difficult remaining schedule.
Yeah,
as we talked about. I mean, they don't play a losing team the rest of the season. Who do they? I know they have the Chiefs and Broncos again, along with this one and the Texans. So and Cowboys, actually. So Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. It's a gauntlet for the Chargers. So it sounds like Herbert's going to play, though. I think Herbert's going to play. I think that's somewhat insane when you're missing both your great tackles and you're just throwing to the wolves. But I'm not a doctor, so they'll probably cast it up and it's his non-throwing hand, so maybe he'll be fine. I don't know.
I mean, they're also potentially Amari and Hampton has been trending up to potentially playing at some potential Monday night game here with his injury that he's been out for so long. There's some reports saying there's a chance he goes, which again against Philadelphia might be. I mean, I think that would be. What does that look like? Is he going to be ready to go and be able to go against this Philly defense? And is he going to be healthy completely, or is he just forcing his way back? This Chargers team looks like it's coasting into this game with just in wheelchairs and stretchers because they're just all beat up. The offensive line, Herbert's hand, Omari and Hampton's coming back off of this long-term injury. So it's just how sustainable is it? Is my biggest question. But yeah, over under, by the way, set at 40. I think you get some 41 and a halves right now.
I think Omari and Hampton's going to be a fine running back, but he's nothing to move a needle right now. His 5 games he did play, one of them I would say was good against the Giants, who at the time were awful, and he had a 54-yard touchdown run in that game, which was really what made it for him. Otherwise, he had 12 for 44, 19 for 70, 8 carries for 24 yards against the Raiders. And against the Chiefs, 15 carries for 48 yards. So outside of one game, he hasn't really done anything. And he's caught some balls. He has 20 catches for $136. So that's over 5 games. What is that?
4 catches.
25 yards-ish a game. 4 catches for 25 yards a game. He doesn't move a needle that much for me.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Eagles at 2.5 should be the side. I'm seeing, some 3s, some 2.5s. I just think that the Eagles' defensive front against the Chargers O-line, I think the advantage definitely goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles, if they can... I say this, but then how easy is it? If they could focus on rushing the football and get back to that identity of running the ball, and they could do it successfully here, they win this game. I don't think it's a question. But you also have a chirping wide receiver that needs to get his, and every time he does, it's like, do you have success when you're just trying to make him happy? Not really. So you have a Saquon Bar, you have a Cadillac or a Ferrari sitting back behind there. I think you need to take advantage of that and get him going. But that's I think the key to this game, in particular for the Eagles, if they want to get a big win here. But it's been easier said than done for Philadelphia.
I think Philly wins this game.
So,
and if at 2.5, I like that number.
So Philly minus 2.5. Let's see. I don't know if I really have too much. I mean, I think I'd be on your side at minus 2.5 as well. So maybe that's one of our options for our best bet of the week. All right, let's get to the Steelers and Ravens here. Division rivalry. This AFC North is kind of wild, though, right? Like, we got Cincinnati creeping in all of a sudden with Joe Burrow coming back. And then you need to win. Both these teams need to continue to win.
Look at these great teams. Look at these great teams.
Yeah. So there's Baltimore is favored in this game at home, hosting the Steelers. There's some 6s. I'm seeing some 5.5s in some different areas. Currently, I'm seeing 5.5 in FanDuel. Minus 290 for the Ravens, plus 235 for the Steelers, over under at 43.5. Rec, what do you expect from your boys in this game, especially against a division rivalry with the Ravens?
This is such a game be game of who fails harder. Because look, none of these teams are what you would call good at all. Ravens for the while is the Ravens defense that was bad, but that turned around. The offense has gone to shit. Lamar may or may not be hurt. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, everything's been bad the last couple of weeks. And of course, there's still memories of the playoff game last year where Baltimore ran for nearly 300 yards on this defense. And it's like, I mean, in the Steelers Ravens game, the instinct is to go Steelers +6. I'm not there yet, especially with how badly they've played. Now, one thing I have seen for one players, apparently Tomlin has not lost the locker room yet. It sounds like the players are not happy with the fire Tomlin chance. So there's a little bit of me that wonders if that would, like trying to silence their own fans would make them play a little bit harder. I don't know. But yeah, other way, this is a big game. Like whoever wins most likely wins the division. They do play once in week 18. But still, this is a tough slate of games for both teams. Winner takes a big advantage. Loser all but dead. I wouldn't pick any side in this game. I did see that Joe Quills. Big Ben Tiger. Even Ben said that Tomlin should go. He said he should go to Penn State.
I mean, right now I'm looking at Baltimore's schedule. Well, that's Baltimore's schedule. It's tough. It's tough.
It's tough for both teams.
Yeah. My lean is Pittsburgh +6, mostly because they are division rivals, hate each other, and Baltimore has not been playing good football. Even since Lamar returned, while their defense may be playing better, their offense has not been good. It was ugly against the Jets the week before. It was ugly against the Browns the week before that. Since he's come back, it hasn't been pretty. And they've won. I mean, they won like 5 straight before that, but like, no, I don't think anyone was fully convinced. Like, this is all right. Baltimore's back. This is the Baltimore we expected. What we've seen the last few years. I don't think they're there. I think Pittsburgh sucks. But I would still take the Steelers +6.
Well, we know Chris.
It's weird. Wreck. It's weird. Yeah, that's why I said a lean. We're not gonna bet this. It is weird that a team as young as the Steelers, as the season goes on, doesn't get better. That's
all right.
Yeah, and this is a Tomlin spot. We all talk about Tomlin trends and everything else. Tomlin as an underdog, it always ends up tending to be, these trends that always kind of convince you to go with the Steelers. I mean, I'm not betting the side. I'm holding on to my chip. The only thing that doesn't count as me betting my chip is betting, I think, the under 43.5. I got it at 43.5. I bet it already. I like the under. I don't think the Baltimore's defense or Baltimore's offense is just not great. They feel like they're not able to really get in a rhythm. They couldn't do much against the beat up Buffalo defense that really isn't great against the run either. So I mean, I just, when it comes down to these two teams, I don't trust the offense for the Steelers. I don't trust the offense for the Ravens. I think these divisional rivalries, especially in the AFC North, are low-scoring games and just defensive-minded games. So that being said, I just don't trust either of these teams to put up points on the board against each other in tough AFC North matchups. So under 43.5 is what I got it at. So that's the number we would use if we ended up using it as a best bet. Otherwise, I'm staying away from the sides on this game. I don't trust either side. So,
shout out, Chairman. It seems like Lamar is already in AFC Championship game form. Like it. Yeah, he is.
There it is. It's a trap, and it's not. The sides aren't. They're not exactly succulent.
It is succulent.
Canada early in the game. Loser this game. The head coach gets fired.
I think they make that move at the end of the season.
No, well, yeah, they're not going to fire. Nobody gets this point of the year.
No,
but almost no one.
unless you're in the NBA,
unless you're Michael Malone in the NBA, and then
or that one guy from Memphis.
Oh yeah, him too.
What was his name? Taylor Jenkins.
Taylor Jenkins, yeah.
Nobody remembers.
Yes,
Nobody
Chairman.
remembers.
Chairman, lose it. Yep, lose it. The game is only one game back, and they do play in Week 18. So we could be watching Steelers Ravens on Sunday Night Football. That is a possibility.
May God help us.
For shits and giggles, I'm going to look at the Week 18
I really
schedule.
don't want that.
Yeah. Look at the Week 18 schedule just to see like all the different possibilities for that.
Yeah, though that match
got to be something like NFC West or something.
I mean, some of those matchups just give you indigestion, you know?
Do you have fire in your gut?
Yeah. Yes.
Seahawks Niners. Seahawks Niners is a good option. Lions Bears maybe.
So
Panthers Buccaneers could be a sneaky option. Colts Texans.
So we're gonna do our best bets here. We're gonna go through. There's some that we didn't talk about that I would be curious on your thoughts. That are kind of games that maybe aren't marquee games that I feel like there's some decent value on some best bets. And I also want to get chat. I need you guys to hang out for a little bit. I need your advice. I have a particular predicament for my Survivor League that I'm trying to figure out. So we'll get to that here in a quick second. So, I know we've already kind of talked about the Packers to win that game. If we want to tease them down, we also tease Jacksonville, as well. A couple other teaser candidates that, pop out as well in this slate. Denver getting teased down to -1.5 against the Raiders. I mean, they do play close games, so that's kind of sweaty. But the Raiders are a pretty rough team, so maybe that's not one that we maybe consider. Also, the LA Rams. LA Rams coming off a crazy loss to the Carolina Panthers. They're an 8.5-point favorite on the road in Arizona. Teasing them down to -2.5 at Arizona also feels pretty good. So that's another teaser candidate as well. Other leans that I had: Cleveland, Tennessee, under 34.5. Placed that bet already. I don't think
34.5.
Under 34.5. I take the under. And actually, it's dropped. The current line is 33.5 on FanDuel.
I've never seen it that low.
It's
what game was that?
That was Tennessee at Cleveland. Tennessee at Cleveland is under. I got it at 34.5. It's dropped to 33.5. The weather in that game is going to be crazy. I think that's also a cold weather game that you have Tennessee coming in, and I don't know how they're going to be able to handle that against the. I mean, we know Cleveland plays better defense at home.
I like that. My only fear is like pick sixes
or fumble. Fumble. Yeah, defensive touchdowns.
More interceptions, but yeah.
So that would be the danger there. So maybe we stay away. By the way, that's where I need my predicament. I have two options this week. Do I go for a sure thing on my Survivor League with the LA Rams? Or the strategic pick would be to take Cleveland at home against Tennessee.
You never pick the Browns.
No. What? No.
Because it gets a little... This opens up better matchups for me down the line with the Rams.
Don't.
But Cleveland at home...
Take the Cleveland Browns.
If you pick the Rams and you lose, you'll be like, well, that sucks. If you pick the Browns and they lose, you will wonder what is wrong with you for a long time.
Put a poll in the chat. Put a poll in the chat. I want confirmation from you guys. Do I strategically take the Browns at home?
I'm gonna make both answers no.
It does make my matchups later tougher, but the Cleveland Browns should win this game. The defense.
How many? What Survivor pool are you even in? Is this or is it like an ESPN one or something?
No, it's my work Survivor pool that I'm still in.
How many people are left?
There's 18. And then we get into
out of how many? I thought you worked for a small company.
There was I think 60 people, 70 people.
You do not. You have 18 out of 60 left? No way. No way.
Hold on, let me see.
No way.
Let me take a look here.
No way.
It sounds like there is a way.
I have 85 contestants. 16 are left.
Maybe it's just been easy since I went out on the one time the Titans effing won this year. For no
The Salt Night Rises.
All right.
I'll never forget that game.
Vote. Does Chris take the Browns in Survivor? Or do I take the Rams and just play it safe?
I just did does Chris take the Browns Survivor?
Vote in the chat. Strategically, if the Browns win, it sets me up very nicely down the line. If it doesn't go my way, obviously, this is more of one of those dice. This is one of those dicey games. I also took took Jacksonville last week against Tennessee. Pretty.
Giorgio, 5 hours away from waking up.
Go to bed.
All right.
We appreciate that you're here. Don't get me wrong, but also get some
I'll vote
sleep,
before bed.
All right.
Also, speaking of the Browns, there's some news coming out of their camp.
Well, what do we got?
He's back.
Who?
Grover
Why
Cleveland.
did that sound like
what?
Grover? Oh, Groper Cleveland.
Oh,
is he?
No.
His practice window opened today.
Okay. Well,
did he practice today?
Yep.
Why?
Because the Browns don't use logic.
Yeah. Make it make sense. Only other bet that I liked, Tua's going up to New York in a cold weather game. Under 41.5 between the Jets and the Dolphins seems pretty juicy as well. Knowing that Tua's not going to do anything and the Jets offense the Jets just are the Jets. So
how cold is it going to be? Hold on.
I think it's going to be in Miami, so not that cold.
No, it's in New York, isn't it?
It is in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you're.
Oh, so but actually, it's in New Jersey.
It's going to be 41. You're correct. 41 degrees. So
it's warmer than I would have expected, actually,
but not bitterly cold.
Okay.
Also, little note here, because of all the restructures for Watson, if the Browns were to cut him before 2026, they would lose $50 million.
$100 million.
He signed into 2028 because of all the freaking restructures they did to save money.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Every owner in the league is thrilled that this has not worked out.
Yes.
Except unless you're Cleveland.
They were so mad with the guaranteed money, except for Cleveland, of course. Yes. But they were so mad about the fully guaranteed contract, and now it's looking like a dumpster fire, and everyone's thrilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the whole massage thing may not even been real, and the owners created it in order to get off of having to ever fully guarantee pay somebody. I don't actually believe that, but I could see that. I think he did it. Don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get crazy.
Poll in the chat is tied. Should Chris take the Browns in Survivor?
Come on, man.
It's tied. I need you guys to vote. We can't end that in a tie. Jets plus 2.5. I also like. Washington plus 1.5. I like as well. Washington, by the way. I think we got the return of Daniels against the Minnesota Vikings team that it doesn't matter who's back there at quarterback. We had a great time having watching some of those interceptions last week, I don't care who you are. I feel like between Commanders plus 1.5.
And it's a tie.
Of course. Commanders plus 1.5 and Jets plus 1.5, or 2.5. Actually, Jets get plus 3. Scratch that. I feel like Jets plus 3 feels amazing too. Anything stand out? So we have some unders. We have Green Bay as a teaser, along with Jacksonville as an option. We have some leans on the KC Houston under. We lose Scotty.
Scotty died.
Scotty gone. He gone.
Finally banned him.
Finally, he just couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take it. I don't buy Daniels coming back. Just why? Nothing to play for. It's true, but at the same time, I feel like he's going to. If he's back, which I think he is. Let me see. Let me double check. I want to say Jaden Daniels should be back. Let's see. I mean,
so once Scotty gets back, I have some other hilarious news to bring up.
And again, even if he's not back, even if Jaden Daniels isn't back, it's still Minnesota with that offense that you just. I mean,
they won't have Max Bosmer this time. They'll get the return of 9.
I mean, I almost think that the wrong team is favored in this game, like the Washington game. Is it me, or am I just like losing my mind?
It feels a little obvious. Did you guys know I was frozen for a while? Did anyone notice? No?
You disappeared for a minute.
Oh, cool.
Also, while y'all discuss this, some funny news coming out of the college world. Apparently, everyone's been decommitting from Penn State. They currently have 2 commits for the 2026 season. Their recruiting class is currently below South Dakota State and just above powerhouse schools like Howard and Prairie View A&M.
But what about Penn State Shenango or whatever that was?
Penn State Shenango? Yeah, I don't
know. Was that what it was called? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I hear they have a pretty solid library. So all right. So let me rattle off a bunch of these. Let's see what sounds good to you. So I mentioned Jets plus 2.5, Washington plus 1.5, KC Houston under 42.5, Miami New York under 41.5, Cleveland Tennessee under 34.5. That's where I got it. We like Green Bay minus 6.5, but we'll tease them with Jacksonville. I think that seems like it's going to be a good one. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. I lean the under 43.5, but that's where I'm at there. Any of those sound good? Or anything that I didn't say sound good as far as these best bets?
I don't know, man.
I think we were pretty consensus on Green Bay Jacksonville teaser.
Yeah.
Teaser
that's for sure.
Green Bay minus 0.5.
And I wouldn't hate throwing the Rams in a teaser if I can find what's
Rams.
Like the Rams and Broncos in a teaser.
That's another one that I have. I mean, that's on my list. So let's Jacksonville,
or we could do Rams and Seahawks,
or we could just tease. I mean, we could tease Washington up to plus. What is that? Plus 7.5, which I already like them at plus 1.5. So I mean, we're just loading up.
You can get them to 8.5. I see them they're 2.5 on DraftKings.
Oh, that's a no-brainer, I think. Jacksonville. Okay. What's Jacksonville's number? It's
I'll give you the best numbers.
Give me the best number, yeah.
Jags are 1.5.
So plus 7.5.
So up to 7.5.
Okay.
Who else do we have? We had the Packers with them at 6.5, so down to a half. And then Rams, I have at 7.5, so down to 1.5.
LAR minus 1.5. I like that. And then
plus 8.5 with the Commanders.
And then Washington plus 8.5. Love that.
Okay.
And then
you like your unders.
And then I think the unders that kind of stood out to me was, and let me know what the KC Houston number is right now. I got it at 42.5. Is that where you're at?
Hold on, let me switch to totals on this site. KC, everything it was definitely 42.5 earlier. The best I'm seeing right now is 42, but you can do 42.5.
I got it at 42.5.
Hi, Evil.
What's up, Evil?
Could this happen?
Well, the Texas speech is getting better at reading his messages.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Evil, for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Do you like KC at Houston under 42.5? I mean, you got a couple offenses that might be struggling.
Elite defense,
and
the Chiefs' offense is not struggling.
Well,
but
I mean,
their defense is struggling.
So depending, and I mean, maybe it's like a better matchup that they're going against an offense in the cold weather that's not a great offense. So maybe the defense rebounds this week. Unless you want to stay away from this one, and we can just, I mean, I like, again,
it's a cool game. That's fine. We can do it under 42.5. That's fine.
And then you kind of scared me off of, Miami, New York total with like the weather being warmer than expected. It's still Tua in a cold-ish, but like Jets plus, what's the Jets? What's your best Jets line? Is it 3.5?
How about the Cowboys plus 3 against the Chargers?
Or Cowboys plus 3. We like Cowboys plus 3, I think. But
I like Eagles minus 2.5 as well.
Eagles minus 2.5 was another one.
Jets line is 3. If you want the Jets. Or 2.5 if you want the Dolphins.
Yeah. I'm happy with the Jets. I'm happy with the I think the Jets or the Eagles are probably the two that I feel the most confident. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys should be a solid one at plus 3, but I think we're gonna sweat that one a little bit.
It feels too obvious.
Yeah,
it feels too obvious. But maybe the Eagles. I don't know if the Eagles feel too obvious too.
Evil Fins will win that one. They turn the corner.
But the thing with the Dolphins, the Dolphins in cold weather, I don't trust Tua.
I think I'd take Philly minus 2.5.
Okay, let's do Philly minus 2.5. Let's do it. So Philadelphia minus 2.5. Okay. So there we go. So we got a couple teasers in here.
We used to do teasers all the time. We haven't done a lot of teasers.
No, let's mix it up.
Back in the teaser train.
I mean, do we want to just? We could just do all teasers and make that our trend of the week or our betting of the week, because I can make arguments for some more games. But I think
like your Broncos.
Also, Cuban, is that Scott trick or Sean Payton leaning back and chewing gum in the baseball cap?
I don't know.
Next question.
I found gum on the desk and I just decided to. I was like, oh, here's gum. Look at that.
Next question. Again, 15 subs and Rec does a weekend marathon of movies and we could do. You know what we should do? We should do a subathon for Rec, and we just make him watch the worst movies we could possibly imagine. We don't even give him good movies. We make him watch like terrible movies.
The worst sports movies of all time, where he just gets mad that he's like, "That's not realistic. That would never happen in a real game."
Draft. I've actually seen Draft Day.
Gosh, but you
That
haven't.
is terrible.
But you haven't seen Remember the Titans? Like,
Yeah. How have you seen Draft Day?
but
I remember the Titans 2019 magical season. Does that
man.
count?
No.
Make-
This season did not occur in 2019.
I remember the Music City Miracle in that magical stage shortly after they moved from Houston. Does that count?
That was a forward pass.
It was not a forward pass.
I actually don't care. I just wanted to be controversial.
Yeah.
All right. So
But yeah, it was like a backward pass by like half a yard.
So it sounds like I'm taking the Rams on my Survivor, right? Is that
Yes.
That's
Yes.
play it safe? Play it safe.
That's what I would do. So I'd
Imagine
take
how,
the team that's somehow favored by like 4 with a total of what, like 33.5 or something.
yeah. All of a sudden, this guy's trying to like the Titans.
The Titans were
No,
plus 4.5, and then it came down to 3.5. But yeah. I mean, it's probably better to go with the safe pick. It's probably better
And
than
the Rams will lose.
And then the Rams are going to
Cardinals will
lose
screw-
back to
The
back.
Cardinals will screw both of us this year in
Yeah,
Survivor.
and then the Browns will beat the Titans by 28.
I mean, but the money lines on these: Arizona's plus 350, Cleveland's minus, or
Tennessee.
Tennessee's plus 176. So yeah, I mean, I think the weather is what's really going to keep that game close, where anything could potentially happen. So maybe you're just taking some of the elements out of it.
And besides, you
That's
have
fair.
a game with Cam Ward versus Shador Sanders.
I trust Shador more in Cleveland than I think I do Cam Ward in Tennessee. I think that's just it's not great, but at least
So you're saying Shador should have been the number 1 overall pick?
there was a.
Okay,
I mean,
Mel Kiper.
wasn't there a conspiracy? I mean, around the league. Don't take Shador.
It's because he's black.
It's because he's black.
And we're banned.
And
What color
now
is
you're back.
What's Cam Ward again? What's Cam Ward? I forget.
he's it's a racial thing now. It's a racial.
Shador over Mahomes.
Shador better than Mahomes. Good call, Evil. Good call. Good. Another good.
Yeah.
Another good.
Yeah, the Chiefs should
post
trade
on that.
They should trade Mahomes to Cleveland for Shador.
Like, and we'll probably have to throw in a draft pick or 2.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So let's go ahead. I am going to lock these in. We're going to improve on our record this week, and man, I can't wait for that game tomorrow night. It's going to be a solid one. I think.
Yeah.